You are literally taking more risk right now not owning Bitcoin than having it.
Oh my God.
Like not having it is screwing you more than having it.
That's an insane statement.
Yeah.
Just to see that building overrun, it's deeply symbolic, and obviously we've seen other stuff like that this year with the BLM protests. We've seen buildings burning, but to see the capital of the United States overrun is a very moving sight and a very disturbing sight, and I think it's indicative of how serious this has gotten in the country. And I think there was a lot of time this year where people were like, "Oh, this is sentiment."
Right.
This is no longer sentiment. There are not to make fun or even discount how serious this is. The shit stains of this country have taken our Capitol building. These are the inbred redneck fucks of America. And I'm not talking about the right as a whole, a tiny percentage of the fringe right.
Right.
Similar to the tiny percentage of the fringe left that destroyed buildings during the BLM protests.
Right.
This is fucked. This is fucked and is disturbing. And I got off the phone with my brother-in-law just now, who has been deployed multiple times to defend this country, and he is almost in tears over this.
Right.
It's disgusting. And now what we've also seen is Trump has taken aim at Mike Pence. So the Pence-Trump relationship era has come to an end. It looks like Pence is ordering these people to stand down and to leave the Capitol building and to act responsibly. Trump will not make the same tweet.
And this all started because they tried to.
So what's happening right now is today was, I believe, the day that the Electoral College votes were being counted, and it was not. Well, so the Georgia runoff happened last night, but long story short, this is all happening during the time of this final decision-making around who will be the next president of the United States. Obviously, we know that the elected president is going to be Biden. Trump has repeatedly claimed fraudulent election. This what is now being looked at as a conspiracy theory. Was the election perfect? Absolutely not. Was there problems with voting machines? Maybe. But the Supreme Court has said there's not enough here. The state courts have said there's not enough here, and that there is a president-elect. Now, what you're seeing is Trump's continued fiery rhetoric compelling these people to storm our fucking federal buildings. A crime which he tweeted a couple months ago would be punishable by 10 years in prison when it was done to statues.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so now, the question will be, will he have that same fiery rhetoric towards the people who have now stormed, assaulted police officers? I want to make it clear, I condemned any kind of violence at BLM timing too. If you broke into buildings, if you assaulted cops during the BLM protests, you're a piece of fucking shit. You are a piece of shit. I'm sorry. And if you're doing it today, you're a piece of shit. And so a lot of good people are condemning this completely, but it's a scary time. And
2021 not off to the best start. Fuck, to put it lightly, fuck.
I mean, yeah.
We didn't want to start on such a heavy note. Andrei, we apologize. And by the way, welcome to Impaulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. I got an intro for you. I'll read it here shortly.
Thanks,
but it is tough when the world around you is
falling
at this particular moment, quite literally falling. Right?
Yeah.
So we wanted to address it, and it is sad. I am so optimistic for the day where we can get past this nonsense and America once again becomes united.
And I know there's two sides, and I know that me even talking about it will piss people off, but regardless of what side you're on right now, this is just embarrassing for us. The world is watching and laughing and looking at a very weakened America. We are weaker than we've ever been before since maybe the Civil War. Everyone is mad. Everyone is divided. And it's just a really disgusting time. And honestly, if your only hope is not that we start to remedy this divide, then you are un-American. You are not a real American. The only thing I want deep in my core is for this to stop, for this embarrassing era of American history to come to an end and for us to start to heal as a country. And if that is not your only, hope here, then we've got a bigger issue than it seems.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Let's hit the reset button. Let's
Kanye West, fuck Jeffree Star.
Kanye. No, I don't think so.
Kanye
I don't
West,
think so.
Kanye West.
It's
not true.
How do you know, Dylan?
Very specific gossip.
Dylan, how the fuck would you know whether or not Jeffree
He was
Star
there.
sucked off Kanye West?
It didn't happen, and not Virgil Abloh either. Apparently, that's rumor too.
So he's just making up whose dick he's sucking?
Apparently, that was
Just-
rumor that him and Virgil.
He always has a lot of off-white shit.
No, it's not true.
Why are you guys in uniform?
That's what I was wanting to know. Was this planned?
Wait, hold on. Just
How can we see this? Why are you guys both wearing bright yellow Tyson Ranch t-shirts?
Mike Tyson podcast is the best podcast.
Oh, okay,
Trying to,
okay.
like, keep the energy high.
Okay, I got you. All right, well, we're gonna try to. Wow, I can almost guarantee that was the worst camera movement anyone has ever seen. Shout out, Mike. Okay, so we're gonna try to one up the Tyson podcast today. Guys, with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, our guest today is committed to the magic of finance and helping you on your financial journey. He was also the lead cardistry expert on Now You See Me Too. It's Andrei Jikh.
How you guys doing? Thanks for
What's
having
up,
me.
brother?
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Your microphone looks abnormally high.
It does. Let me lower it.
you could even just tilt it down
just tilt
the
it.
top, and then it will. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So look, dude, we're called Impulsive for a reason. Kind of scatterbrained, a little ADHD all over
Sure.
the place. But we brought you and you flew in today from Vegas.
Yeah.
Right? To come on this
Just
podcast.
landed, yeah.
Okay, and you came right to this
That's
house.
right, yeah.
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
Thanks for having me,
Yeah,
man.
of course. Thanks for wasting your time and coming.
And it's so we should preface to it spawned out of our last episode
Yep.
and just the current happenings of this past week, which has been a further Bitcoin and crypto boom spurred by this institutional buying that's happened over the past few weeks or month or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And we were on this rampage. We're like, dude, we got to find somebody to talk to, and here you are.
Yeah, a lot of people recommended you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
in our comments.
Yeah, you had a lot of
How
supporters.
wrong they were.
So let's talk about
You got the shirt, bro. You
What
got
do you,
the shirt.
Why you downplay yourself? Like your whole,
It's just a shirt.
it says Bitcoin on it, premium playing cards.
That's right.
Okay, all right, but you came into the house and you're like, I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought me up.
That's not
I'm not
true.
an expert.
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm an expert.
You are. You are an expert.
I told him you might have said the classic, I'm not an expert, like don't rely on me for fiscal responsibility.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
why you say it?
A
or
little
no?
bit of that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you or are you not an expert? Like what is where does this come from? Were you into finance before crypto?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I came when I was 9 years old to America from Russia, and my parents were Cirque du Soleil acrobats. So they were performers.
And you
I was
followed
a-
in their footsteps.
Yeah, I was a circus kid. But every performer sucks at money. Like they make good money, but they don't know how to manage it.
Right.
So my whole life I was growing up and I was like, what do I do with money? Like I don't want to be like my parents, because when they came here, they didn't know what credit cards were. They didn't know what investing accounts were. So I was like, I don't want to be like them. So
Right.
I started to learn magic because my dad showed me a magic trick. And
that was so like left field. Like I don't want to be like them.
anyway, I started to
So
learn
I got into magic.
Yeah.
Like, seems like you went straight to that direction, man. Are you the
Basically,
opening act now?
not talented like my parents were, and I wasn't. So yeah, and eventually I got the role for Now You See Me, where I taught the cast for 2 weeks in London. It was super
Are
cool.
you responsible
What?
for that one scene?
The white lab scene? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
The-
where they hide the card behind
Yes.
their hand and they,
Yeah, so John Chu, the director, and I, we kind of worked on that for a couple months, and yeah, it took 2 weeks to shoot.
that
It was
that one
crazy.
scene took 2 weeks.
2 weeks to shoot it. Yeah.
That scene has been watched so many
Yeah.
times.
That scene is insane.
It's also you recreating it is your most viewed video on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. It
25
was.
million views. I won't play it
million.
here, but that's crazy. But why did that scene take 2 weeks to shoot? I'm
Because we
curious.
taught the actors how to do everything in that scene for real.
Oh.
Like we literally taught them step by step how to throw cards, how to palm it, how to do everything.
Okay, very cool. And
So-
so you are an expert, right? We can do it later, but I want to have you throw a card at can you cut a banana in half?
It theoretically, but I haven't done it in so long that I could try.
But you're like sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
So
we'll show you some stuff.
man of many talents.
Yeah, and for some reason I'm like slightly not surprised that the Bitcoin expert is also a closet magician.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm like? And so that's what I want to try to combat today is this idea that Bitcoin is fugazi.
Yeah.
Now you see it.
Yeah.
17,000, 35,000.
Yeah.
But
And now
also
you
it's
don't.
not backed by anything except
Right.
for mined data.
Yeah,
Like
man.
what the fuck is Bitcoin?
What the fuck is Bitcoin,
What is it,
Andre?
bro?
What
For
they're
the
trying to
people who
ask
don't
is like,
know.
what is Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
If you figure it out, let me know. No, but okay, so man, where do I start? So in 1964, there was this physicist, he's a Russian physicist named Nikolai, I forget.
Is everyone
Kardashev.
named Nikolai
Kardashev.
there?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and Vladimir.
And Vladimir.
Vladimir, yeah. Which is literally my middle name.
Right.
Yeah, so Nikolai Kardashev, right? So he created Kardashev.
Oh my God, I thought he said Kardashian. I go, that's why
Kardashev.
that's how they get the money. Yeah.
Kardashev.
Okay.
Yeah. So he created 3 types of classifications to try to, like, if we look for alien races out there on the planets, how do we find them, right? And we would find them by trying to find their energy output, right? So the more advanced they are, the more energy they use. And so he created 3 types of different civilizations. There's type 1, type 2, and type 3. So type 1 is called a planetary civilization, which is more of an interplanetary civilization that focuses on getting its energy from the sun, from its planet. They control the weather, earthquakes, volcanoes. They can stop anything they want. That's a type 1. There's a type 2, which is it's not a galactic one. It's a interstellar. It's a stellar planetary civilization. And so what that is, it's they use just this. Have you heard of the Dyson sphere?
No, is that
It's
a
a
vacuum?
vacuum cleaner, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the vacuum.
That's so good.
I hate both of you guys.
Because
so
our
much.
brains
Have you heard of it?
No, I didn't, but I didn't hear the vacuum. So that's why I'm actually kind of upset.
So good.
Because the only thing I related to right now was the fucking vacuum.
Dyson sphere.
Yeah. So it's like these metal things that float around the Earth,
Okay.
or the sun,
Okay.
where it tries to mine the energy from the sun, right? And so once a civilization reaches type 2, it goes immortal, and so it can't be killed because they go to other planets.
Okay.
So that species can't really be wiped out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
They go to other planets.
Sure, it's hard to fully grasp what you're saying. This Dyson sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star and
Yeah.
captures a large percentage of its power output. Okay, so what could type 3 possibly
Yeah, that's all
be?
I can think about right now. is
Right,
what's
right,
Type
right.
3.
Herpes.
So
Yeah, it's like,
It's actually immortal on your cock. You just fucking.
stays with you. Yeah.
type, I'm excited.
I'm itching to know, man. Tell me.
So type 3 is Star Wars, right?
Oh.
Where they're galactic. They could travel to different galaxies.
Holy shit.
So
That is type
okay,
3.
so
Which one are we?
what's Bitcoin, man?
So we
How do I pay at Walmart with this? Wait, like they're like, sir, your total's $36.72.
You don't understand.
For your Dyson vacuum cleaner. How would you like to pay? I'm like, I'm from the Dyson sphere, dude. Can I pay? Like,
you don't understand. I'm type 3.
Hey, you guys brought an expert about Bitcoin?
No, and also, no, because he's obviously an expert on a lot of things. I thought he was gonna start with Satoshi Nakamoto,
Nah.
but clearly it started way before. Okay,
No, we're gonna go meta.
Okay, you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
clearly. So get us to get
So
us.
you
to
got magic
2000
tricks. We know Star Wars.
Get us to 2009.
Maybe we chill out. Let him explain.
Yeah.
himself.
Okay.
All right, so Dyson.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so type 3 is Star Wars, right?
Okay.
Where they're galactic and they could travel to different galaxies. On this scale, we are 0, right?
Oh.
Because we get our energy from dead plants and coal, and our energy is brought to you by ExxonMobil.
Fucking novice,
Yeah. Right?
Novice
Right,
shit.
right, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're noobs, yeah. We're like 0.7 theoretically.
Okay.
We did invent the wheel, so let's chill out. on
We're
this
getting
one.
there.
Sorry. And one was able to garner their energy from.
The stars.
From
from its host star, but it gathers it from from
Would
the sun.
would that mean that solar is
Solar
our
power.
first step
That's
to
right.
becoming type
So-
1?
so
Let's
we-
fucking go.
So we are
Nice.
seeing evidence every day when we wake up that we are becoming a type 1 civilization. So
Got
for
it.
example, type 1 language is English, right? Because it's a language that's spoken all around the world as a second language pretty much. So that is a type 1 civilization's form of language. Our entertainment, our education, those are social medias now. We're connected by Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all those. We are connected together with our you just like
Is it just my face? How I look? It's funny to you?
I think it looks funny too.
I do too. It's literally my trademark. Jeff, why are you clapping? There's no need for the applause. It was funny, but I don't think he had to do an ovation for it. He stood up out of his seat and shit.
He's like, finally, someone
Said something to him.
And it was the expert.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So the type 1's form of money that we have right now is the next biggest step.
Got it.
So the transition between 0 to 1 is literally the most dangerous transition that a society can go through. Because maybe that's the reason why we're not finding intelligent life out there on Earth, because they just self-destruct by that time. Because what happens with type 1 is all this technology and information becomes what's called democratized, right? Like everyone has access to any kind of information, weaponry, anything else. So imagine if like a radicalized country gets a hold of how to build an atom bomb.
Not
What
good.
happens? Not
Problematic.
good.
But
right?
but it is happening.
But it's literally happening right now.
Oh.
So in the next 90 to 100 years, that's going to be our transition to a type 1. And the next phase is probably going to be the most important phase of our lifetime, which is a type 1 money.
because that's
that
what
is-
it's all about at the end of the day. Right?
Does that make sense where I'm
Currency.
going with this?
I know.
I see what you're doing.
All right.
Before we go too far into the rollover to type 1, because I'm sure we won't get back to this to type 2 and type 3.
Yeah.
Would the transition from type 1 to type 2 and 3 be transforming it from English to math so that you could have conversation with other
Not
life
necessarily.
form?
No. It's just a planetary language for us because it's spoken by everybody.
Got it.
But I could see how math might be a type 3 language because math
Or
is
two.
universal across the universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how we communicated when we sent out the probe with the gold disc. It was just our music or math. And
Right.
we're like, hey, here's where we're located. And we literally use math to try to.
Right.
Yeah. So it might be. That's a good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
maybe.
so let's get back to crypto. Go ahead.
But anyway, so yeah, type 1 civilization's form of money is, we think it's going to be crypto because it's like money for the world. Because every time you travel, you have to get like different currencies, right? There's like the yen,
Yeah.
there's the ruble,
Yeah.
and it sucks to have to convert your money. So imagine that we have access to a money that is global all across the world for everyone to use. So for the first time in human history, we have control over money. Because like if you ask like, what is money at the end of the day? Is influence, right? That's all it is. Money is influence and power. And for thousands of years, that power has belonged exclusively to the elite and to the governments of the world. Right?
So it's a the words I've been hearing are decentralized currency.
Nice.
I haven't got there yet.
Okay, so go on your pace
Yeah.
though.
Illuminati. No.
Oh shit, are we doing that?
no,
Oh,
I'm kidding.
No, we can for sure.
No, let's not go there right
As
now.
long as you don't try to tell me that that's who stole the election.
No. Yeah, so finally we have control over our money. For the first time, it's a money that is democratized, that is made by the people, for the people, that is governed by the laws of mathematics, that is owned by literally nobody. And that's why they say it's decentralized. Because you cannot shut it down. It's literally like the internet right now. The Pandora's box has been opened, and now it's like, how do you shut it down? You can't because there's no off switch. You cannot turn off the internet right now unless we had like a solar flare or something where electricity just got fucked, right?
Gotcha.
But as far as what Bitcoin is, you cannot turn it off. It just is now. And so it's a money that for the first time in human history has not had to ask for permission to exist from our government. Because PayPal tried to do that originally. They wanted to create their own money and the government shut them down. They were like, no, screw you. We're not giving up control.
Why did that not work? But crypto is.
Because the government can shut down a company or a CEO and throw them in jail. A company
And
has to.
cryptocurrency has no.
It has no owner. It has no central point of failure. That's why they say it's decentralized.
We don't know who invented Bitcoin.
Not really.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
We have the
I hear this
nickname.
name. Who's this guy?
So this Satoshi Nakamoto, which was, so the whole crypto network was launched in 2009, right? And it was under the pseudonym, this fake name of Satoshi Nakamoto. But we think it's either a dude or a group of people that were really smart that just put this together. There's a few identities who we think he is, but you can just Google it and you'll find who they are.
Okay.
But it's like really debated and contested.
so then who's this guy?
So that's a dude who I think people thought it was. Dorian, yeah. He's a dude who
this
lives
guy?
in California, I think, actually.
You know, you think they all start going up there like, Satoshi, thank you so much. He's like, dude, I just mow people's lawns.
somebody-
Like,
Yo, my
somebody-
name's Fred.
who are you guys?
Dude, somebody literally asked that guy, I was like, are you Satoshi Nakamoto? And he's like, I'm not involved in that project. I haven't been in a while. And apparently he was like a government contractor. And so when this came out publicly and the media just like attacked him, they were like, holy shit, are you Satoshi? He's like, no, I misunderstood the question. He's like, I thought you were talking to me about my government secret projects. No, I wasn't talking about that.
What?
So he totally denied it. And then something happened with Bitcoin where on some website that hadn't been active for forever was like, I am not Dorian Nakamoto. So it's like whoever's behind it was like, no, the guy's not it.
This is all scary.
Or that was him just being like, I need
Or
these
it
guys to
could
get off
literally, it could have been that.
We interrupt this program to bring you a word from our sponsors. Every new year, all you hear is new year, new me. That usually means you'll be picking up better habits or trying new things. And if you take up a new hobby, it's even better when you have amazing audio that will make the experience even better. That's why I recommend wireless earbuds from Raycon. Whether it's following along to directions in the kitchen, bringing an audiobook while learning to knit, or powering through a new workout with a pumped up playlist in your ear, a pair of Raycons can make any activity easier and a better time. Raycon makes great sound accessible to everyone. Their wireless earbuds start at about half the price of other premium audio brands. And guess what? If you're thinking about having white stems dangling out of your ears, if you think that looks ridiculous, that's something you don't have to worry about with Raycons. They come in a range of stylish colorways, but also with a comfortable in-ear fit for a more discreet look. And they don't just look great. Raycons perform wherever you take them with up to 6 hours of playtime, water and sweat resistant construction, and Bluetooth that pairs quickly and seamlessly. You've heard me say this before, so if you still don't have a pair of Raycons, I really got to wonder why. Raycon's offering 50% off all their products for my listeners, and here's what you got to do to get it. Go to buyraycon.com/Logan. That's it. You get 15% off your entire Raycon order, so feel free to grab a pair and a spare. 15% off at buyraycon.com/Logan. Back to the program.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Now you're saying that it's controlled by the people.
Yeah.
What happens when like taxes get involved? Because like the only thing that I'm sure of is I pay taxes and I'm gonna die.
Right.
So like, at what point is the government's gonna get involved
The way
and be
you
like,
said that.
Dude,
that's
taxes.
the only two? Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like even religious people are like,
Dude, taxes and Bitcoin are the best thing ever because the way our taxes work right now is we have no real say over where our tax money goes. And so imagine with the use of blockchain, which we'll get into in a second, like what that is. But I guess we can get into it now. So how blockchain works, right? So Bitcoin is based on something called blockchain technology, which is basically like, so imagine if you sent me a Bitcoin or I sent you one, right? Our little transaction gets put into what's called a block.
A ledger?
Yeah, but imagine like a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
Like literally a Rubik's Cube, right? Yeah. But it's a small size. It can only fit so many little transactions before there's a new block that has to be made. But so all these transactions fit inside this Rubik's Cube, and you as a miner who has basically this person with a computer who's solving these equations, right? And the reason you're incentivized to do that is because once you solve the little Rubik's Cube, those transactions that you and I had sent between each other, they get confirmed or like verified.
Yep.
They're official. And that's every 10 minutes that these Rubik's Cubes get solved. And then they move on to the next block. These blocks are 1 megabyte in size. So they can only contain so many transactions before we have to move on to the next one, and to the next one, and to the next one. And so that's how our transactions get verified. And so anyone can participate in the network and be a miner and try to solve these. And whoever's computer is more powerful, they get the majority of the reward.
So stop right there with that statement.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does everything make sense?
No.
yes.
Okay.
Let's make
Well,
believe
yes,
it
but
does.
no.
I'm going to go ahead and say I don't understand it at all, because even if everything was
Yeah.
Bitcoin now,
Yeah.
I still think in my like experience with money,
Yeah.
whoever has the most of it is in control.
Well, hold on. So I haven't gotten to the tax part yet. So
Yep.
okay, so it's decentralized in a way where everyone can participate in the network, right? It's kind of like torrenting, where like when you torrent a movie, not one real person really has the whole movie. It's like it's taking bits and pieces from everybody.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so Bitcoin has this like public ledger that you said, where every transaction and any action that happens on the blockchain is recorded on a public ledger that anyone can see what's going on. So the governments actually love Bitcoin because it's what's called pseudo-anonymous. It's not really anonymous, meaning if the government wanted to track what you were doing, they could. They could see where the code is going, into which wallet, right? So it's pseudo-anonymous. The beautiful part about that, though, is if we transitioned our tax system onto the blockchain, we would literally see where our governments moved money.
Ooh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Imagine like senators, like the Georgia Senate runoff elections we just had, where we could track, hey, where does this dude get his money from? Which companies? How much?
This is all just, there's a lot, we've just talked about so much. I just want to slow down for a second. This is all very scary stuff.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, and
Yeah.
I agree with you, but you made a statement that was whoever has the most powerful computer controls the most, whatever. Like, or like this whole idea that cryptocurrency is decentralized and sticks it back to the powers that be.
Yeah, right.
What if all of the magicians, torrent nerds, Redditors, all of these people work for 10 years, 20 years to create a perfect new global currency, only to have government pass one law that says, yo, that's all ours now.
That's
We
the
now
beautif-
control- we
That's
now-
the beautiful part.
I get it, and I know, and this is just me playing advocate here.
No,
devil's advocate.
I got a great answer for that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead,
So the answer to that question is no government can ban it successfully, because where one country fails at accepting it, if the US is like, fuck crypto, you're going to go to jail. Switzerland is going to be like, come right on in.
I'm not as worried about
Does that make sense?
Why? Why?
Why? Because they want their businesses to be built in that country. They're like, oh, economic power, more for us. Great. You fucked up the opportunity. Now we're going to build it in our country. So the whole world cannot systematically ban it, because where one country doesn't want it, 10 others will be like, please come to us.
What about when the entire ecosystem becomes decentralized,
Right.
where that money is equal in weight in any country, and now now you have a ban that is a global ban, essentially.
It won't happen. Countries compete with each other for economic dominance. And so one country, if they ban it, another country will be like, well, if you don't want these trillions of potential dollars of business growth,
Yeah.
we'll have it.
Okay.
So it'll never happen.
What about just taking them?
They can't take them. As long as you have your private key, which is this string of numbers, which you could literally memorize in your head. I mean, it'd be really hard to, but you write them down on a piece of paper, you hide them somewhere. And as long as you have that number, there is no physical wallet that you could have that if you lost or was destroyed, that you couldn't recover your Bitcoin from the blockchain.
Got it.
What
Does that
about
make sense?
hackers?
And what happens if you lose that number, or that number?
Then
gets
it's gone
compromised?
forever. Yeah.
So this
So the
could really fucking murder you. I got it.
wait. so the solution to that we're working on right now, and that, by we I don't mean like me and my team.
Yeah.
I don't mean like we, but like people that are way smarter than me. They're working on biometric identification, right?
Okay.
It's like your thumbprint,
Oh,
right?
cool.
So it's like it'll be attached to your identity somehow.
Okay.
So instead of a long ass string of numbers, it'll be like, yeah, just put your thumb right here.
Yeah, because I know some people who have gotten fucked.
Yeah,
They
like
lost
I-
their,
yeah.
they lost their key,
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
hacked. Like
or
I'm looking at
compromised via some sort of.
So there's a difference between leaving your money on the blockchain and leaving your money on an exchange like Coinbase or Gemini.
Okay.
Because hackers can hack the exchanges, but they can't hack blockchain. They've tried for 12 years now, 13 years almost.
Give it time.
There is literally hundreds of billions of dollars at stake. That is the biggest honeypot we've ever had ever, and they've not been able to crack it.
You don't think they'll figure out a way? And
One 11-year-old.
There's only one way that we can crack it right now, and that is quantum computing, which we don't have. It's like perpetually 10 years away.
But that's what I'm just getting at. It's like it's perpetually 10 years away, but like eventually it won't be. Eventually
what
quantum
I'm saying.
computing
Give it
will
time.
happen.
But there's a
And-
solution for that too, for Bitcoin. Like there's literally a backup plan. You know what it is?
No.
You've heard of it. You've heard of it. I'm sure you've heard of it. It happened in 2017.
entering the Dyson sphere.
Type 3.
Type 3.
It splits. The chain splits.
Halving.
Not the halvening, no.
Halvening.
You split the blockchain.
You split the blockchain into two different coins, where one path is the hacked one, which is the original. What we have right now is called the SHA-256 cryptographic algorithm. That's like the security that backs Bitcoin, right? So it would split into two separate chains, where one of them would be the one that was quantum hacked, and the other one could be based on a completely new set of cryptographic rules that is not quantum computing hackable, which is completely different, based on like different mathematics. Like
Who initiates the split?
it's the miners. So remember that those people that like solve the Rubik's
Yeah.
Cube? Basically, it's the equivalent of them saying like, fuck these Rubik's Cubes. Let's go to these other ones right here.
Okay.
Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
So if you own one, or let's say 10 Bitcoin on one chain and it splits, you will own 10 on both.
Whoa.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
And then there will just be a drop in.
And there will be a consensus. Yeah, probably that one will like lose value.
Yeah.
But the consensus model will go with the new chain that is still functional.
Gotcha.
So it's like it can't really be destroyed because when one gets destroyed, it splits into a different one. And so the natural next question that people ask is like, well, why can't you just like copy the chain? Like what happens, what stops the government or anyone else just copying the code of Bitcoin because it's public? Like why can't we make a duplicate of Bitcoin?
Right.
And the reason we can't is because Bitcoin is not just the code itself. It is what's called a network effect. Those are all the businesses that are built on it, all the miners, all the people that are involved. You can't replicate that. You can't copy paste that. You can copy paste the code, but all the support and the infrastructure that is running Bitcoin cannot be replicated by a copy paste job.
At the highest level, in all, like seriousness, it's not that wild of a pipe dream to imagine that this could actually take place. Like when you look at what's actually backing the US dollar,
right,
which is so important to people, and they spend their entire lives trying to buy houses with the US dollar, buy cars with the US dollar. The US dollar is a piece of paper. It's backed by nothing but trillions of dollars of debt. So there's nothing there.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it very much is becoming more and more believable that this actually can take place. But what it does, the byproduct of this actually happening, is the destruction of the elite. And I am just so curious to see how that happens and how
it's
that
already
goes.
happened.
And I know I get
so
that.
many times, right?
Right.
In history, we've had a transformation from like we've used resources like gems and seashells, and then it was like, all right, cool, let's move on to something else. I found this thing called gold, and everyone's like, all right, that's the new thing. So if you had gold, you were the next transfer of wealth goes to you. After that, we had oil, right?
But didn't it seem like a lot of the people with the most gems, their kids ended up with the most gold, and their kids ended up with the most oil?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what
There's
I'm saying?
always
So like
that,
at the end of
yeah.
the day, it's all generational, anyways. Like you've got
In some
white kids,
respects.
you've got white kids in
Yeah.
Greenwich right now, Connecticut, that are pumping bank accounts crypto wallets,
Sure,
filled with coins, so that in 120 years, their kids are going to Yale. You know what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
so it's still
Nepotism, yeah, for sure. That's always gonna be around.
One thing that's in my mind is that when you said like knowing where a politician moves his money, or
Yeah,
transparency.
what I'm saying is I don't know if that necessarily would work, just because I believe every country is built off of a lot of dirty money, and I don't
Sure.
think they're gonna want to expose what they're actually
Well,
doing.
he's saying they don't have a choice.
They don't
That's what
have
I'm
a
saying.
choice.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're going to let that happen. And that's what I mean. I don't think
I
a
agree.
country's going to do that, because they might want the money and power, but if it's going to flip the switch on them where they don't have a say on things, like that's where people go, okay, do I want money or power? And a lot of people want power. Money is just a vehicle to give you power.
Right.
So if you're going to trade in power for money, it's pointless in their eyes.
I get what you're saying, but in some ways they just don't have a choice where technology is going.
Right.
At some point, the reason that the government can't just get rid of it is because it's about to become so relevant with the way that we use it every day that these politicians that we think are going to ban it, they're going to be like, wait, I can't ban that shit. I use it myself.
Does
that make sense?
Does the idea of those people that were always looked at as the enemy embracing the project scare you? You know what I'm saying? Like all the people that you're like, yo, these are the guys that we're trying to drain. All of a sudden they're like, Bitcoin. You're always welcome here, guys. Come on into the Senate. Let's talk about it. Like, does that scare the people that created this and
No.
getting in bed with the enemy? If
No,
you
because
will?
I think they're completely clueless as to what Bitcoin really is about. Right now, all it is for most people is it's like, it goes up in value and I got rich, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. But behind that, it's the most powerful tool that humanity has ever gotten. And they don't understand that yet.
Damn.
They don't get it.
I have
Damn.
one more question for you.
So,
Well, you probably could do more even because we got some time.
Yeah, we got time.
Maybe.
Nope, I only have one, and that's it.
and then I'm out.
And I'm out leaving right after this question. I'm not even gonna listen to your answer. My question is, what happens when the government's like, okay, cool, this is like actually in effect and it's moving. Fuck Bitcoin. We're gonna bring all the brightest minds in the world to invent something equally as great as that.
Right.
But it's gonna be under our control. And
They're
Our-
doing that.
They
They're
are
literally doing that right now. And
Is
it's not working.
Is it a coin or is
It's
it's a
not work-
blockchain?
It's hilarious because that's why I'm saying they don't get it, because they are trying to recreate the wheel, but instead of creating a wheel, they're like making it the most fucking complicated thing ever. So blockchain only works if it's going to be a decentralized kind of a thing. So what corporations are doing, they're like, guys, we restructured our banking system on the blockchain. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You already have a database to do it for you. Why would you want to complicate it with a blockchain? It doesn't make sense to have a decentralized, centralized tech. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It wouldn't work. It doesn't work. And so when they're like, we're advanced, guys, we get it. Come to us. We're advanced tech. It's like, dude, you missed the point.
Right.
It's not about having your database be decentralized because you fucking own it. You control it. That is not decentralized. By definition, it is not blockchain.
What about the?
I'd like to
absolutely.
just let me chime in.
Same
here,
time
please. Yeah. There's so much to unpack here.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot.
And I want to try to understand exactly maybe what a Bitcoin is before we go
Sure.
any further. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a finite amount of Bitcoin.
There is.
Correct.
21 million.
21 million. And
Yeah.
how many have been mined thus far?
Around 18.
18 million. And how is a Bitcoin mined? And how many are mined per day? You kind of already hit on it, right? Because is it are there miners
There, yeah.
sitting at supercomputers
Right.
cracking equation until they what happens? Does a Bitcoin like pop up or like where does it go?
Yeah.
Is it in the ether? Like what happens?
Yeah, so imagine, so I don't have like the numbers off the top of my head how many are created a day, but I do know that I think by the year 2144, so in about 120 years from now, that's when the last Bitcoin is going to be mined from the block.
Why so long on the final?
Because what's called the halvening, right?
Oh, the
So-
one I brought up earlier that
That's
had
right.
nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah. Because every time these people solve these Rubik's Cubes, after a while, the difficulty increases.
Yeah.
And that's just to make sure that if tomorrow we didn't create computers that could just mine everything all out at once, we're making the difficulty be exponentially increasing over time so that we slow down on what's called the inflation of Bitcoin so that it's not printed infinitely.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So it's like built into
That's
it.
insane.
It gets difficult to,
That
like
is
more
insane.
to, so beautiful, right?
Who came up with this?
I don't know.
This is crazy.
Satoshi
Is
Nakamoto.
it a miracle? Is it a miracle
It
that it
is-
happened, or was this like a very calculated, like
I don't know.
strategic objective with an endpoint?
It doesn't make sense because when people try to analyze like what the hell it was, there are so many things about it that it's like one person could not have created it because there's like cryptography and coding and economics and game theory. And it's like one person, there's no possible way they could know and hit upon all these points. Like you just said, like it's like magic. Like so many things came together in the most elegant
It's almost
way
like a
ever.
bunch of elite people got together.
Oh, no.
And posed.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's
As no, I'm just kidding.
But it
They're
probably
standing
happened in
on
a
a
garage
flat
like this.
earth.
I still want to know what happens when a miner, he's in his construction hat and he got his pickaxe over his shoulder and he's at his supercomputer and he cracks the equation. Like, where does the new Bitcoin go? Is it his?
Yeah, so that's, from what I understand, divided amongst the miners that were participating.
Okay.
Of how much work they put into it, how much power and energy consumption.
What is that occupation called? What do you do for a living? I mine Bitcoin. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm on
they'd say?
Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm a miner. Yeah, I'm under 18.
What is it, Jeff? What,
It's
what do
computers,
these
yeah.
kids? What do these miners look like? Coal hats?
They're not sitting at the computer system.
So we used to be able to mine Bitcoin with this computer.
Laptop.
We were like literally a laptop. People would just mine it with our gaming computer, and it was super easy. But then it got to a point where we had to create specific like ASICs, like these ASIC technology of these computer processors that were only supposed to be mining this stuff. And every cryptocurrency has its own like native, I guess, formula to mine it.
Okay.
Yeah, so exactly. So you see these, I think they're called, Bitmain Antminer. You see that right there?
Yeah.
That one right there, yeah.
So if I buy these,
So no, that one used to cost like 12 grand. Now it's 3 because it's not as powerful as it once was. So you need a ton of these. Like people, like literally,
entire rooms.
Dude, a month ago I was in some dude's garage. The whole garage was just everything was just all these.
and he's a miner.
he's a miner.
And how many Bitcoin has he mined?
He's never told me. No one, like everyone is so secretive about this.
Yeah, and also he
'Cause
probably
they don't want anyone to know. They don't want the government to know.
Right. His is
Yeah.
probably like a novice setup compared to the ones that are,
Oh,
you know what I'm
dude,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like we've all seen the rooms at Google and Facebook with their data collection
For sure,
computers.
yeah.
I'm sure there are warehouses that have,
But
Our friend Mike O.
yeah. Myco.
But here's what's crazy. So in
Oh, my
2017,
dog. Myco. Jeff. I love Jeff.
Always saying something over there.
He's the best.
Always saying something.
So you guys remember in 2017 how Bitcoin went to like 20 grand?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do because I tried to invest back then.
Yeah.
And it was too risky
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my financial advisors to comfortably give me my own money to invest,
Fire 'em all.
and they didn't do. No, swear to God, and they didn't do it. And so now I'm feel like I'm late.
Right. You're not late. So what in 2017, there was a lot of FOMO, right?
Yeah.
But that was from what's called retail buyers, which are people like you and me, which are relatively not very rich,
Yep.
not billionaires, right? And so this time, it's institutional FOMO, right?
Yep.
So now you have corporations, companies that are investing 1% of their portfolio, which is billions of dollars
Yeah.
into Bitcoin.
Is that why it's so high right now?
That's what just happened.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what's happening
Bitcoin's
right now.
at $35,948.
So you have guys like, I don't know, Stanley Druckenmiller, like all these super respected hedge fund managers that are starting to be like, oh shit, I finally get what this is. And so they're like, all right, just put 1% in.
Even the not so, even Scaramucci got involved.
Yeah, right. I saw that. Yeah.
What's his phone called?
Scaramucci, yeah,
Sky,
that's right.
Sky something.
Can a regular person buy now if it's that much money?
Yeah, because you can split a Bitcoin, right? A Bitcoin
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah.
You,
You don't
have to
can
buy
buy
the whole
a
thing.
You
fraction
could
of a
split
Bitcoin.
100 million ways, I believe,
Yeah.
one Bitcoin. Yeah.
Where's this
So-
going, man?
Where's
Give me
this-
an exact target. I need to know
So,
right
okay,
now.
that's a really easy example. So I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think that Bitcoin is going to surpass gold's market cap in about this decade, like in the next 10 years, the next 8 years probably.
What is that market cap? 200 trillion?
No, so gold's market cap is 10 trillion, right?
it.
I think Bitcoin's is, look it up. Is it 650 billion?
Bitcoin.
I think it's like
market cap.
650.
And just for people who don't know, the market cap is what exactly?
It's like the combination of all the money in that space.
Okay, $350 billion for Bitcoin.
No, that's
was
incorrect.
December
That's
19.
incorrect. Yeah. It's
So
like
it's-
six. It's
yeah.
in the 600s.
Well, that-
So Bitcoin's market cap could hit 1 trillion in 2021.
yeah, but what is it
I
right now?
see.
It's like 600. Go to Coin Market Cap right there. Yeah.
This?
Yeah. All right. There we go. 671. So divide, whoever has a calculator, divide 1,000
supply.
by 67.
I could do this.
Divide 1,000 by 67.
Divide 1,000 by 67.
Yeah. What does it say?
1,000 divided by 67. 14.9.
Okay. Now multiply 14.9 times 36,000.
Yeah. That's where it's going. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
537,313.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mom, can I have a few more dollars to put into my Bitcoin
So
account?
that's going to happen this decade.
Yeah.
But that's not the end result. That's just like peanuts for now.
What?
Yeah. That's in the short-ish term.
So in 10 years, one decade,
If
what
it
could
becomes-
Bitcoin possibly be at?
If it becomes like a global reserve world currency like gold used to be, then it could be in the multiple millions per coin. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm rich.
Yes.
I bought. Yeah.
But that's but here's the thing. Here's the thing. By that point, when Bitcoin is worth $1 million, like stuff that you think you could afford right now would be 10 times the amount.
oh,
Right, 'cause of
no.
Inflation, right?
Yeah.
So it's not so much that Bitcoin is going up in value as much as the dollar is falling in relation to it. Because as we pump more of dollars into the system, you need more of them to buy the same thing. And that's why it's increasing.
Okay.
Because we're pumping so much money into the system.
So basically what that means is if
Yeah.
Bitcoin does that,
Right.
then the result and what you make out of it is not as great as what people think it really is because of the relationship with what you have to buy with it. So my question is, there's a lot more inherent risk with it with a Bitcoin investment because the upside potential is blocked by the relationship to what it will cost to purchase things with said profits.
No, they're not that far. It's not like such a close relationship.
Okay.
It's still you are literally taking more risk right now not owning Bitcoin than having it.
Oh my
Like-
God.
Like not having it is screwing you more than having it.
That's an insane statement.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And there's more than one cryptocurrency, right? So again,
Oh,
there's
okay.
a lot to unpack here.
So with Bitcoin right now, we're also going to see a lot of, I think probably this year, I could see someone like Elon Musk or Tesla being like, hey guys, by the way, I put like 5% of Tesla's cash reserves into Bitcoin.
oh my God.
Once that happens, it's going to be like a domino effect of like all these companies from the S&P 500, which are the top 500 companies in the US, right? They're going to start announcing the same thing. They're going to be like, oh yeah, we had some too. JP Morgan Chase, the bank, Jamie Dimon, the CEO, he's talking shit about Bitcoin. And I guarantee you, at the time that he was, his bank was buying it.
Baller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you do
Didn't
it.
That's how you do it. Oh, what else would you
That's
do?
amazing.
PayPal just announced something, right? That
So yeah, they're starting to integrate it, which is another reason
Yeah.
why
We're
it
up.
jumped. Yeah,
Right.
like
Mark-
because PayPal is gonna do it. Yeah.
Mark Cuban said he'd run for president when Bitcoin hits a million.
A million
Oh, yeah?
Bitcoin,
Yeah.
I hope he's alive by then. He's gonna be like 15, 20 years probably.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
insane.
It's a
Okay,
while away.
so yeah, though there's more than one cryptocurrency, right? So even on this list,
Okay. So
that I'm at
Ethereum
right now.
is my second favorite.
Okay.
Or really my close favorite.
most
for that.
people's second favorite.
Yeah, it is. It is the second favorite. It
is
is the poster child of and the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum is that Ethereum is gonna be like what's called the M1 global supply of money, probably. So M1 is like economists call it, is all the physical money that's in circulation right now. That's like the coins and the physical dollars, right? So Ethereum is like, let's say we had a dollar. It's like you implanted a computer chip inside the dollar.
Okay.
It's like programmable smart money. So if I wanted to, I could be like, all right, if you guys visit my YouTube channel, I will pay you X amount of dollars if you complete it by this amount of time. I could put in qualifiers for you to do. It's called a smart contract. So if you fulfill on that request, then you get sent the money. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
And the reason that's amazing is because of what's called DAOs.
Sorry about all that. It's my mom.
Pick it up. Mom's more important.
All right.
We always pick up for
Hey,
Cam.
hey, Ma.
Hi,
We're on Impulsive. Is everything okay?
it is. I was calling to make sure everything was okay with you.
So everything's great. Got Bitcoin. Learning more about Bitcoin. We're on Impulsive. I'll call-
Okay, we'll talk later.
All right. Bye, Ma.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pim.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I love my parents.
So yeah, Ethereum. It's a USD with a chip inside it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
So
it's the spendable. It's the more transactional
yeah,
type of crypto.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's cool is like Ethereum is going to allow us to do what are called DAOs, which are like the fancy word for it is decentralized autonomous organizations, which is basically like a company without any of the governance structure. So that's going to disrupt entire industries. So let's take a look at like real estate, right? When you buy a house, you have to get a real estate agent. You have to go find the house. You have to get funded for it. You have a buyer's real estate agent, a seller's real estate agent. Like it's a whole crazy process. Why couldn't I just talk to you and be like, can I buy your house?
Yeah.
Like why couldn't it be that simple?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen with Ethereum.
Very cool.
Ethereum's going to be like, hey, I got this house locked in this smart contract. If you send me X amount on Ethereum, it's automatically yours once you fulfill this parameter.
This is so cool. So
Yeah.
then does each one of these have a different shtick or
It does.
characteristic
It
that
does.
specializes
It does, yeah. But I don't like any other ones other than the top two.
Really?
way.
That's
Oh,
the
you're
only two.
you're anti Dogecoin? You don't fuck
Dogecoin
with
is
Doge?
awesome, dude. The goodest coin.
You don't
Yeah,
you don't
for-
fuck
yeah,
with you don't fuck with Litecoin either.
No, I don't.
How
But
co-
I'm
how
not saying
come?
that they're not legit. I'm not saying that. I just think that if I have one good idea, that's my best idea. My best idea is never going to be as good as my second best idea.
Got it.
Hold
Does that
on,
make sense?
yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
they're also they each have USPs or differentiating factors, right? So like that statement seems odd to me because if you told me, okay, I really like Mercedes Benz,
Right.
I wouldn't expect you to really like BMW, but I might expect you to really like Coca-Cola.
I
You know
would-
what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
these are
yes.
completely different.
I would rather be like, why would I buy Coca-Cola or BMW or Mercedes when I could buy the guy who literally makes the parts for all of those? Does that make sense? So
so
Ethereum,
all of this is off the back of Bitcoin and Ethereum, like all of the other.
not really,
Okay.
but I suspect that Ethereum will be able to do virtually everything all of these other ones will try.
But aren't some of the coins that are coming out now simply just backing for businesses that exist in a more normal environment? Like what are I wish Broido was here to talk about the ones he was bringing up, but like
I know.
yeah, do you have one for example?
OMG, Algo.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've
thank
heard
you.
of them. Yeah, like
Litecoin.
Omisego. Yeah.
And what are they?
Omisego,
And what
yeah.
are they? What are those? What are those?
I don't really follow them. I'm
Got
just
it.
saying that I think that Ethereum will be able to do virtually everything all these other ones are trying to do.
Got it.
But I think at the end of the day, there's probably going to be like 3 to 5 at the most cryptocurrencies that are going to be the top dog in 10 years from now.
And you don't know which. The
I don't
other
know which
three-
ones, but I think it's for sure going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum.
For sure.
For
that-
sure,
yeah. They've pretty much
They've established
solidified
it, yeah.
Ethereum was it created by a kid?
Vitalik Buterin, Russian guy.
A
Yeah.
17-year-old?
Yeah,
Was he
dude.
17 at
Yeah,
the time?
he's like a genius.
On accident, right?
Crazy.
Or what happened?
No, I mean he's like a genius.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Is he
have
super
to
rich.
I don't have. Well, now he is, but
Yeah.
I don't think he was.
Right.
Yeah, he was, dude. Oh my god, brilliant.
So backing this up a little bit to how it continues to affect the society that we live in,
Yeah.
right? Because at the end of the day, like this is still only conversation that affects people who have money to put into this stuff, knowing that you can't do anything with it right now except for get that money back. So like if there's a grandmother out there or a mother or someone who is struggling to pay their rent,
Yeah.
they don't care about this episode of Impulsive all that much.
Right.
Like if they're like, yo, I don't have my rent money for next month.
Right.
When is all of this going to start to be utilized in actual society? When am I going to get to Stop and Shop to buy a piece of meat for my brisket for me and my kids to eat that night and be able to use cryptocurrency to pay for it?
The way it's going to happen is we're going to transition into blockchain tech, and you'll never know that you're using it.
They're going to just pull a trick on
It's
me.
going to be behind the scenes. It's not right now. There's all hype about like blockchain this, blockchain that, but like you as a consumer will not. You don't care. Like you just said, grandpa, grandma, like what do they care about blockchain this, blockchain that? Just like, how easy is it to use? Can I use it? Is it simple for me to understand? And that's it.
Well, what I'm saying is if I have $260 right
Right.
now, total,
Right?
that's my net worth.
Sure.
And I'm watching this show because somebody out there has $260.
Sure.
What if I could invest in Bitcoin,
Yeah.
but I needed access to that? Like if I go to the store, I want to use a little bit to buy some gas or something like that.
You don't want to use it right now. It's not a very stable currency, and it won't be stable for a long time. There's going to be a lot of volatility in the meantime.
Right.
So it's not a use case scenario just yet.
So it's just
Can
investment.
you even use it?
You can. Oh my
what,
gosh,
What can you
there's
buy with Bitcoin?
certain
Or
places-
Pretty much
Ethereum?
everything. There's a lot of payment processors and like credit card companies that have already integrated blockchain
Really?
and cryptocurrency. When you literally pay with your credit card, you are paying with crypto. But why would you want to do that if you paid for like the dude who bought like whatever pizza for however many Bitcoins,
I think
right?
it's worth
Because-
600
And it was
million
like
now or whatever.
hundreds
Because
of
it-
millions
it
of dollars.
appreciates.
Because it went up in value, right? So why would you want to use it?
So what?
So
What's the correct way to?
That's literally why Bitcoin is growing in value, because it is swallowing all the fiat money that is out there. Like all the bad money that is government money is being like sucked up, Dysoned by
Nice.
Bitcoin,
Nice.
dude.
Like,
Great callback.
really like what you did. right
Dysoned, dude. It's sucking up all this shitty currency, and it's growing in value. So you probably don't want to spend it. You want to use it as a hedge against the current system.
Is this what hodl means?
Yeah.
Talk to, what the fuck is hodl?
HODL
dude?
is like, dude,
HODL.
through
hodl.
thick and thin, you just gotta hold
there.
it.
Hold it.
It's
Hold
a
it.
slang term, right?
It is. Some dude misspelled the name hold because he was like, fuck, hodl it. He's
And
just like,
all,
yeah.
all the Bitcoin collectors are saying hodl.
Yeah.
So just hold your Bitcoin indefinitely.
Hold it indefinitely. 60% of Bitcoins haven't moved, I believe, in the last year or
No
2
way.
years.
What inning are we in right now for Bitcoin? Are we in the first inning still? Like, has this game just started? Dude,
I think it just started.
Nice.
I think it just started.
no.
Yeah.
Can I buy my Bitcoin on institutional sites like Robinhood, or should I only be buying
Great
it
question.
on
Yeah, good question.
Coinbase?
Don't buy. Oh God, they're gonna. Yeah. No, I wouldn't
shit,
buy. I
here we
wouldn't
go.
buy Bitcoin on like free. I'm gonna say don't buy it on free exchanges that are like buy it for free. The reason you don't want to do that is because none of them allow you to have access to your private keys, so that you can't send your Bitcoin to somewhere else. And like what I do with my Bitcoin is like once I buy it on Gemini, I will send it to a service called BlockFi. They don't pay me to like say anything, but
Got
that's
it.
just what I use.
Yep.
But I send it over there, and it gets me, I think, 6% interest on my money, which is
On
fucking
top of
insane.
your-
Wait,
on
wait,
price
what?
of on top of the growth.
Wait,
Yeah.
It's insane. Okay, for reference, the stock market grows 7% in value per year on average.
Yeah.
Right? This company, like all these crypto companies, they're basically loaning out money. They're loaning out Bitcoin to people that need the loans.
Okay.
And in return for holding it there, it's like a glorified savings account. You just hold it there on what's called a hot wallet because it's online, and they pay you 6% annual interest on that money just for holding it.
Just to
there.
hold it.
Just to hold it.
Why?
Because they're lending your money out to people as loans.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
But you can withdraw it at any time. It's not like you don't have access to it. You could withdraw at any time.
And you trust this random company?
So that company is backed by Gemini. They're partnered up. So Gemini, the Winklevoss twins, right?
Yep.
They're like
Oh, they've been
Billionaires,
huge on
yeah.
hodling.
Yeah, they're
big
huge.
hodlers.
So they're partnered with BlockFi.
Yep.
Yeah. So most of the money that is on BlockFi and Gemini is in a cold storage. I believe 90% of the money they have isn't even online.
Tell us the difference between cold and hot storage.
So hot storage is on a website,
Got
right?
it.
So that is susceptible to being hacked by hackers, right?
Yep.
But cold storage is on the blockchain, which we talked about before, which is not hackable unless you're doing quantum computing, which we don't have. So that's the difference.
And it's a physical. It holds your money like you need.
Cold storage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
It can be literally on a piece of paper, though.
What's it called? Is it what's a treasure? Is this a
Treasure.
help?
I mean, I don't. There's a lot of them out there. I
Okay.
don't know if you want to plug like a specific one or
Did
not.
I just do that?
Yeah. Well, you just.
Well, I don't
100K
use Trezor. I use Ledger, but
Ledger was-
Ledger Nano got like their emails got there was a phishing like hack.
Oh, someone went fishing.
Yeah.
With miners.
What'd they catch?
With Dysons. They sucked up all the fish. No, like they sent out a bunch of emails to customers and they were like, "Hey, log in here," and people were like, "Okay."
Oh no.
So
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like an OG. Like,
OG.
Yeah.
Oh, it still happens all the
Phishing,
time.
yeah.
People fall for it. all
But
the time.
they didn't hack the device itself. It was just the emails. The emails have nothing to do with the actual physical device.
You
that
said
make
something
sense?
really interesting. I mean, besides everything you said about a minute ago, what was it? What were we talking about? The Gemini thing. Okay, what you do with your Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Okay, so you use Gemini.
I do.
I did Coinbase today.
Coinbase is great.
Okay,
Coinbase is great.
and why you use Gemini over Coinbase? Or is it,
Because Coinbase works closely with the IRS and they've kind of like given them data. Yeah, and then Gemini is a little bit more like by the books and like really strict.
okay.
And they're a little bit more of a premium option, but like for some reason I'm like, oh, I think they're safer.
What is it? What's the cost look like on it? On Gemini.
I don't remember off the top of my head what the cost
Is it a premium based on purchasing or is it like
if
a
you
membership
use their active trader platform, which
yeah.
is like it looks like a F-15 fighter jet interface,
Yeah.
which like I hate those.
Yeah.
Then it's basically free. You can like if you learn how to use it, it's not that hard. It'll take you like 10 minutes to learn it.
I'd rather just pay, man.
I do too. I just pay it.
It's like the Robin Hood Gold. Like they have
Exactly.
like different options.
Exactly.
And the Winklevoss twins are behind Gemini,
Yeah.
who are behind your what's the company that does the 6% interest on your Bitcoin?
BlockFi.
And they're behind BlockFi.
Yes. Gemini, they're not behind it, but they're partnered together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They I'm reading here. They used $11 million from their $65 million payout from their Facebook lawsuit against Zuckerberg
Yeah.
to invest in Bitcoin back in 2013.
And it made them $1 billion. Like
$1 billion.
Yeah.
More than $1 billion.
Yeah. Kind of funny, right? Like ironic.
They did good.
Still a little short of mark, but
Yeah, still a little short of market. Yeah.
That's insane. That's
But
insane.
Can't be too
How much was it back then?
back when.
120.
100, yeah.
$120.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, 120.
I believe it. Yeah.
$120. Yeah.
12?
I think the biggest thing about all this is that scares me is the idea that your Bitcoin can be hacked.
And to what capacity? Like online?
Yeah.
So just risk what you want, or don't risk any of it. It's just my theory is if you're gonna have money, it should always be earning interest. Otherwise, you should be putting it to work, right?
Yep.
It should be earning something. But if you don't want that and you're like, I don't have the risk tolerance for it, just keep it on the blockchain, and that you won't earn interest, but it'll be in the safest place possible.
I'm talking about not on the.
Oh, you're talking about just in general the
Yeah,
blockchain getting
yeah.
hacked, like quantum computing?
No. I'm talking about like an individual targeted attack.
Yeah.
Because XYZ knows that you have a lot of money stored in your wallet somewhere.
Right.
One of your wallets.
You mean like if you get kidnapped?
Dude, I've seen it.
I mean, yeah, it happens, right?
Yeah.
That's not a knock against Bitcoin though, or the tech.
No. It scares me because it's gone forever.
Yeah, for sure. You just have to be smart with it and remember your stuff. Write it down.
Okay.
Put it in a safe, and make sure no one sees your private key.
It says our friend Satoshi.
Satoshi.
Yeah,
Satoshi. That's
Satoshi
awesome.
Nakamoto is the richest Bitcoin owner.
Yeah, he
has
is. He's
1.1 million BTCs.
But wait, he's not
He's not a real
probably-
person.
Well, I don't think he's alive. He's probably not alive anymore.
Really? What if Satoshi Nakamoto is actually Jack Ma?
Nah, I doubt it.
Jack Ma's gone. Where is he? Do you know where Jack Ma is?
Where's Jack
He's
Ma?
in my closet. Yeah.
Is he actually? Bro, where the fuck is Jack Ma, dude?
I mean, the government took him to probably like a reformant camp.
It's happening a lot. There's a big problem in China
Of
with
course,
with
yeah.
business people
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
right?
censorship all the time. Yeah.
Fucking Jack Ma, dude. He's such a good guy.
Dude, it's crazy.
I get overwhelmed when people tell me about Bitcoin. I've
Is
literally
so overwhelming.
I've been
It is.
asking questions about Bitcoin. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
Can you show that, please?
Why are you shoving that banana
Is Riley Reid back on the show
on a
today?
pedestal?
What are you doing? What the fuck are you
Dylan,
doing?
you are literally
Oh, there's
piercing a
nice.
banana. What
Just-
even is that? What are the fuck are you doing? So you have a contraption here where you took a metal straw and put it in a funnel and
Ew, look what's shitting
Oh my
out of the bottom
God.
of it. Did you see that?
Hopefully it works. It's not gonna work.
Dylan,
It's like all right.
I hate what you've done.
I think they sell this product at Adam and Eve. Wait, what is? Wait, keep sticking the straw in it, like when it shits the banana out the bottom. Watch. Oh,
this is horrifying.
Dylan, but the bigger question is, I understand it's not as successful as you thought, but what are you doing? Like, why are you?
Hold it up and he's gonna flick the card at it.
Oh, card flicking.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
so rusty on that.
So I've been asking questions about Bitcoin for years, and it's such like an abstract concept.
It took me forever to figure it out. Like
How long?
I started in 2012 and I was like, this is cool. I was like, let me buy it at $100, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like 23 at the time. I could not figure
How many
it out.
Bitcoin did you buy in 2012?
In 2014, it was my first time I bought them. I bought 6 of them for like 300 a piece.
Oh my god.
And then
Do
I
you wish you had bought 1,000?
dude, I bought a drone with those fucking 6 Bitcoin. Yeah,
You should have hodled.
I know. I didn't get Bitcoin. I was like, what is it? And then I saw it go down. And I'm like, it's just a fugazi, right? And I was like, there's no way that Bitcoin's this hype. Like in 2017, it came back. I was like, why? And that's when I like really got it.
Are there any downsides to Bitcoin?
Downsides.
Any negatives to cryptocurrency? Or is it all just this is the future, dude? We're approaching phase 1.
I think so. But downside is like you just have to take precautions about it. Just be smart. Don't be reckless, and don't start buying alts because you're like, wow, Bitcoin's the future. And then some other altcoin is gonna be like, yeah, you don't understand, but then this, and they're gonna promise you the world, like this is gonna change, that's gonna change. And you're gonna be like, this is great, this is the future. Because that's what happens, and then you get screwed. You start experimenting with like different altcoins.
And talk to me about NFTs, non-fungible tokens,
Oh God.
digital art.
You're talking about like when it's attached to like an asset where they're, yeah. So I think you're talking about like, gosh, what is it? It's you're attaching identities on the blockchain. Like so, like because it's an immutable, like you can't change the public ledger.
Yep.
You're basically it's called like tokenization. That's the word.
Okay.
Where it's like you take your Charizard card that you pulled, right?
Yep.
You could be like, all right, I'm gonna do an ICO of a Charizard. And you're like, I'm gonna issue 50% of the equity of this Charizard, which by now is like what, 300 grand or something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna 150 grand. I'm gonna issue tokens, right?
Okay.
Each token is worth X amount. You can invest in that token.
That's so cool.
So now you have literally like fractionalized ownership for people. You'll be able to do that with cards, with your house, with literally you as a career. Logan Paul, you'd be like, yo, I just want my own coin. If you want to be a part of my success and my yearly like salary that I make, I'm going to issue 10% of my equity of myself, and I'm going to tokenize X%. And you, if you believe in my future, you can invest in me and you'll own a fraction of my income where maybe you'll get dividends like interest payments based on what you own.
And that's an ICO, yeah.
That's
basically
sort of yes. It would have to go
Do
through
they
an
actually
ICO.
own a part of your actual body? Like, could they come and
That's
claim
a
a small
great question.
percentage of
That's
your
a great
arm?
question. That's left up to the courts, right? That's gonna
Imagine
be like,
that,
Cool,
like
man.
they're,
Yeah.
you know, like
Cool.
people,
Isn't that cool though, dude? That's amazing.
Oh, you got it, Dylan.
I got it. We figured it
Yeah. You stuck the banana on the funnel.
out. Yeah, I just went straight to the
Way to go. Okay,
It
cool.
looks really deep. Like the whole thing is in there though.
Yeah, what?
All right, guys. We're professionals. Okay, yeah. I might find myself in doing something like that in the future. Because
Yeah.
there's celebrities with coins.
Right.
The Yachty coin, huh?
Didn't
The Acorn?
Acon,
Acorn?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are gonna start doing that once it becomes normalized, and if we can get like the courts to, honor it, like if there's disputes, then yeah, I think it's gonna be a big thing.
Where does it stop?
What do you
Like,
mean?
I don't know. It just seems like people are just like, you know what? my table is now 4 coins. Buy them. And people are like, yeah, table coin. Like,
great
where
question.
the fuck is this end, bro?
I don't know. I'm gonna sell my bathwater though.
Yeah, like people are already doing that.
Shit, yeah.
Can you buy Belle Delphine's bathwater with Bitcoin?
Let's ICO it.
You know what I'm
If she
saying?
was smart, if she was
If
smart,
she was smart, she would start accepting.
sure.
Let's ICO it. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna sell one of my first edition booster boxes.
Really? You have another one,
Oh,
bro?
have another one.
I thought you only did that one.
Oh, my friend.
What?
Have
a
another
bunch.
one. I think I want to sell one of them with some sort of cryptocurrency.
Really?
I think it'd be cool.
That'd be
Cool
great.
transaction.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because
I'm in.
it appreciates.
It does.
Do you want to
yeah.
buy one right here, right now?
Are you gonna charge like 15 grand again?
Give him,
Oh,
give him,
that's so
give him a
much more.
discount.
That's
on
so
first
much
edition.
more.
So much
Is
more.
it more now?
The first edition boxes are like $350.
What about a single booster pack?
Single booster pack from the
Yeah, from
depends if is it unweighed. You don't know if it's
Oh,
heavy.
you're
or
not
light.
weighing them.
No.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know.
All
We'll
right.
figure it out. But
That's fair.
yeah, I want to do another break soon, and I want to attach a crypto element to it. I think this is.
I think you have the platform to
fascinating-
do it in a way that I think is gonna get a lot of traction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a fascinating,
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
futuristic,
It is. Yeah.
progressive movement.
It's
That's
so
why.
cool.
That's why it excites me.
Yeah.
Type
No.
1 stuff.
It is type 1 because now you have a planetary civilization that can get involved in your career on a global level. Where
Yep.
It's like, I want to invest in you.
Yep,
Like never before has that been possible.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I have some stuff planned.
Yeah.
I can't wait to announce it. But the government has to hate cryptocurrency.
For now, they just don't understand it and they're scared of it. They don't hate it. They don't get it yet. Because all the people that run our government, they're grandpa, grandma. They're like, what's the internet?
Yeah.
Like,
Blockchain.
They don't get it. They're not going to get it. That's going to be our generation.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any Bitcoin related or cryptocurrency related? It's so much to
Brain
Dude, there's
digest.
so
my
much to talk
brain
about.
hurts, dude, from all of this calculations and metaphysical.
Do
Yeah.
you want to try to slice this banana with a card?
I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't done it in so long.
Why not? You don't do this?
Because it doesn't pay well. Because YouTube pays better.
Dude, can you do a card trick?
Yeah.
Like a magic trick or like a
Can I
a
get my cards?
They're Bitcoin cards, correct?
These ones here?
I had a deck, right? I just opened it.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. They're Bitcoin cards.
They are. Hold on. All right. Can I have you pick one?
Yeah, yeah,
Dave?
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Tell me
Choose
when to
carefully,
stop.
George.
Tell me when to stop, George.
Stop.
Right here?
Yep.
All right. Take this?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Where am I playing the camera? Right there?
That one.
that one.
The one guy in the yellow shirt.
All right. I'm going to tear this card, see if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that last part there.
Hold on to that.
Let me hold it.
Yeah.
Hold
Got
on.
it.
Hodl it.
Hodl.
We're going to dice in it. All right. I'm not going to get anywhere near anyone. I'm going to be right here. Fair? Is everything so fair? Yeah?
Looks good.
It's gone. Where's it at? Logan, you've been sitting right. I haven't come anywhere near you, right?
Not that I know.
Look what's right there
Where?
under your microphone.
No, stop. Dude,
Where is it? Wait, what? How did
Is it the same? Match it up. Match it up.
Hey, man.
no, he said, Matt, literally give us the card because I'll fucking leave right now.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
How's that possible?
How did you do that?
It's fucking
So
blockchain.
how much should
Is
I
that
invest?
blockchain?
It's blockchain.
Did you mind that?
Did you mind this?
Bro, that's not okay.
I know.
What you just did is not okay.
Yeah,
and
nah,
is
calm
also,
down.
like I said earlier in the show, very closely related to blockchain in my eyes. And,
It
and
is.
Bitcoin. Like you just,
The magic of finance.
I mean, it's decentralized, peer-to-peer, instantaneous cryptocurrency. Obviously.
But the question is, was
is
this your card?
that's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm good for you, man.
Why do you
Thank
do it
you,
off
bro.
of a Bitcoin card? Or-
I don't know. But this is just cards that like I make, but I don't sell them. I should.
Are you said you're friends with Graham Stephan,
Yeah.
who he bought a pack.
He bought a pack dude, I was gonna buy a pack from you.
He should have.
I should have.
You
But
should've.
I had 6 weighed packs in my card on eBay. And then you're like, all right, you dropped that video, all of the packs
Tripled.
instantaneously tripled and gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Pokemon's just getting started.
I just think at some point it has to peak because it's unlike decentralized currency, it's not currency. They're just playing cards. So like, or, you know, at the end of the day, like, what does it go to?
Just playing cards?
Well, great, beautiful, life-changing, magical playing cards.
Yeah.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Sorry,
Before
but,
I watch it for you.
I'm just saying, like, where does it end?
It's art, dude. So I'm fucking with base set. First edition stuff.
This is blue chip stocks.
Blue Chew stocks.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Bluetooth. That's like
Blue Chew. Yeah. No, yeah. It's so Pokemon, the Bitcoin. You know, they go
Right.
No, I don't think we've peaked. No.
No,
And-
not in the long term.
Oh, look at what you're doing.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was weird.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't. Microphone's in my way.
Whoa.
Wow.
One more time. Here you go.
Wait, these are called L cuts. These are pretty dope.
Whoa. How did they find you to do the cardistry? I didn't even know that was a word. The cardistry
Wow.
in Now You See Me Too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, this is insane.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, this is dope. This is dope.
You're like Jeremy Piven in Smoking Aces.
Whoa.
He had no trouble unlocking a girl's bra at all.
absolutely
None.
not.
He was like this. And then every girl was like, shit.
You been unlocking more bras after Bitcoin was blew up or what?
Yeah,
Probably,
mine-
right? I would assume.
Mind them.
Mine.
Can I try to slice
Try
this
it.
banana?
Yeah.
Should we all try to slice this banana?
Try it.
All right.
All
that was
all right,
nice.
Hold on, I got to show you this. This is the guy who do it.
Whoa!
Almost killed me.
Where should I go?
So you want to hold it like this?
Yeah.
So if you're at home, take a card or a credit card. Hold it. So you're a righty, right?
Yeah.
Who's righty? You guys are all ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be ready. So hold it here on the corner in the upper left-hand corner like this.
Yeah.
And you can see how it's like loose a little bit, but it's enough to hold it. So when you do this, when you kick it out, the momentum of the card will come out naturally and it'll like just uncurl your hand. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, you almost killed Dylan.
Yeah, there we go. You sliced it. Look at that.
I sliced that nana.
You sliced the tip of the dick off.
Well, that would have killed me.
Yeah. So if you use like your body into it, you know, like
We're throwing cards at a banana.
like it really
Someone's gonna slice
Ooh,
it.
that one sounded like.
Oh, Justin, I'm sorry. Are you alive, or did I sever your body in half? Okay, he's alive. That one was a whip too.
oh yeah, I don't want to yeah, I don't want to
Oh my God, yo, duck. Some of these are lasers.
right here.
Oh, what? What?
Oh, careful.
Andre, try.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, you hit it twice. Oh, my hand fell off.
Oh, you know what? I have to be in motion. Like,
Yeah, if you
Oh, shit.
if you just like put your body into it, you know, like
Oh.
it's not gonna be able to slice it because I think that the steel rod is in the middle of it.
Oh, that sucks.
But shouldn't it stick at least?
No, not in a
Nice,
banana.
nice shot.
did you hear that?
Wow. Oh, shit.
Alright, fuck this banana. Why'd you give us an
Oh, it's
indestructible
sliced.
banana?
Somebody sliced it.
Yeah, it's been.
Oh!
There we go.
Do a Polaroid.
Oh, okay, that's a Polaroid. All right.
Polaroid.
I'm sorry.
Do it with a credit card.
You with a credit card?
Just gonna kill somebody.
Oh, I got that.
See right here, guys. This is the future of investing in America.
Oh god.
At work. These are gonna be the people that own the institutions
It's
in the
gonna be
future.
like, this is a magician, and now we're gonna give you investing advice.
I love
Are
this.
there any other more up and coming, exciting investment opportunities? you
Yeah,
see?
let me know. When are you ICOing? I want to be part of this.
Yeah. I think it's gonna make some waves. I think it's gonna be cool. We got a thing. We got a thing coming.
That's gonna be cool, man.
Why does Amazon not pay taxes?
Because they keep their money offshore, and our laws allow that, and so they save a lot of their money.
Explain how that works.
I'm not 100% familiar with how
Well,
it
the-
works.
the
Like
reason-
the specific mechanics of it, I'm not
Well,
like
it's
a tax
partially
attorney.
because they employ so many people. They have a ton of infrastructure in the United States. Like,
Yeah,
there's a bunch of,
they exploit a bunch of loopholes. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of loopholes that protect
Yeah.
big corporations from paying taxes.
They move
Jeff
it.
Bezos pays taxes.
Sure.
He pays taxes.
Sure.
The corporation that is Amazon doesn't pay taxes because they employ hundreds of thousands of people
Right.
and do. And by the way, I'm not saying this is right or not right, but there's a consensus that the gain for the country off of them being a corporation is greater than what their tax payment would be.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I don't know the specific laws either.
Not a tax attorney, yeah. I don't know.
Hire those people.
Yeah.
That's mad cool, man.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that question from? Just randomly?
It was on my list, and I'm also curious because
Facebook too.
it's crazy to me, right? Like I read somewhere that they didn't pay taxes, and that doesn't make any.
Well, how much
sense.
did Donald Trump pay? It was like a couple $100, right?
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
It's a lot weirder when when a person pays it. Republican tax cuts 2017 carry forward losses from years of the company not being profitable.
By the way, here's what happened today, right? So the Senate runoff elections, right?
Yeah.
So the Democrats took both the seats in the Senate. So now we're gonna have a Democratic Congress and a Democratic
Senate,
president,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
So now, just stimulus for all, $2,000 stimulus checks, like just money for everybody.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all it really is. It's just waves of back and forth. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? It's
well-
that the bigger thing that will happen, by the way,
Yeah.
and you said that on the course to being a step one civilization, that decentralized currency
Yes.
would be the biggest step.
Yes.
Decentralized or centralized government, or sorry, a unanimous government without two-party system is
Sure.
actually the biggest fucking
Sure.
step.
Yes, that would be a planetary rule of governance type of thing.
You know what I'm
And we
saying?
could use technology, blockchain, to basically make sure that it's all transparent.
To
We have
fund
access
it.
to it. That we have access to it. That we can see where the money's going. Right. But what I was saying with the Senate. So now that the Democrats have control over everything, this is why Bitcoin is pumping, and it's going to continue to go. Because free money for everyone, what does that do? You flood the economy with more money, right?
So is Bitcoin a liberal platform? would you say?
Libertarian.
Yeah.
Libertarian, yeah.
Not authoritarian.
No. Not, yeah.
So they don't fuck with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A ain't gonna be taking Bitcoin anytime
I
soon.
don't think so, no.
Just in, Logan Paul throws up massive gang signs on the last
Yeah, what are you
impulsive.
doing over here?
What are you doing?
I'm doing what you're doing.
Without cards.
All right, I think that's
it
all we
work with
got. I think
cups?
that's all we got.
Don't forget to hodl.
It does.
Don't forget.
Wait.
Don't forget the hodl, eh?
Hold on, let me see if I can.
Oh no, where you
Oh
going?
shit.
Where you going?
Wait. All right. So hold on.
Is that Bitcoin?
We got more tricks.
There's no, you didn't see that. So imagine Bitcoin was once $4, right? I might totally screw this up.
I love how organized. All your faces are the same.
Yeah. So I mean, it's real
Okay.
money. So there's not much you could do with $4, right? Nowadays, watch. Camera. Right here.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ah, that was sick.
Wow.
Did you do that with my money?
Yeah.
Is that what Bitcoin
You
does?
just 100
that's
extra
in-
money.
Not fucking.
Hi. Wow, very
That's
cool.
stupid.
So that's what Bitcoin does.
Yeah, it does. It appreciates.
Hell yeah.
Never mind. That's how he got the woman's bra to pop. He's like, "You got $4 in your hand? There you go, toots." And she's like, "Oh my god, we get this fucking thing off."
It Dysons.
All right, Andre, bro. Thanks for coming on Impulsive.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Now we know more and more about crypto, and hopefully you guys do too. And if you're smart, maybe you invest a little bit in the cryptocurrency.
Do it.
Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you, and we will see you next week. They're starting to renovate our set, finally. It's going to be happening the following week. So we'll see you next week. Hit that subscribe button. We love you. Bye.